No, all four are undesirable, but the first step is to understand that all those four are sins. And this is not what I have said, this is what the scriptures have said. There are terms for that, but I don't want to get into that. But these are all four sins, is the first point in realizing in our journey not committing to that. Untruth, very important. That's why Swami always used to say, Satyam bruyat, Priyam bruyat, Ma bruyat, Satyam apriyam. But the next line of the scripture is, Asatyam cha nanrutam bruyat, Esha dharma sanatana. So speak the truth, speak it in a pleasing way. Do not speak the truth which is harmful to others. But the next line is, under any circumstances and to nobody we should speak untruth. That is the true eternal message. So this is equally, so untruth one. Second, blame game. Within the spiritual fold or in our professional organizations, we always have a problem of trying to find faults with others. But that one finger which is pointing at the other person, three are pointing at you. So while we need to help others to improve, feedback given with the objective of improving, feedback given not with vengeance or trying to put that other person down is not blame, it is help. But trying to corner a person for the follies which or limitations he has with the objective of putting him down is blaming others, and that is not desirable. That person also is changing over time. So are we accounting for his or her change while we are blaming them or not? And if a person's base level is this one, and if he has gone up here, then this is progress for him. We may be here because of whatever God's grace, our hard work, etc. But if that person's base level is here, you cannot expect him to jump from here to here. He will move from here to here, then to here, then to here, and then reach that level. So that sensitivity is important. Third, and the most enjoyable pastime for everybody, gossip. We enjoy gossip. Everyone enjoys a good gossip. So I would say to analyze that gossip which is harmful and gossip which is harmless also needs to be distinguished, because harmful gossip is that which poisons another person's mind and justifies your wrongdoing by trying to scandalize against someone else. Gossip in terms of sharing good times with each other about what you experience, etc., even if it is some kind of a lame talk, is still less harmful. Because as I gave the example of burning the sandalwood tree yesterday, the first example I gave, is it worthwhile gossiping and trading in coal by burning the sandalwood like time, which is a gift of God? And the last one is excessive talk. Do we realize that a lot of talk is a cause of a lot of problems in our spiritual progress? Not only are we tending to make the earlier three mistakes, but we are draining ourselves of all the energies that we have and creating more stress on our system, even physiologically. That is another problem. A lot of stress and problems with the body comes with excessive talk. So excessive talk is harmful for us, is another realization that we need to have. So in all four of things, I said, I feel the most difficult thing is neither of these four. The most difficult thing comes one level before any of these four are committed. And that is to filter every word that comes out from our tongue using the filter of our buddhi or intellect. The mind will give impulses based on whatever the senses of perception are communicating. And then the mind will, through its signal impulses, will tell the appropriate senses of action to react to that. But if we do it blindly, we are like that chariot which does not have a charioteer. It is taking the one who is sitting in the chariot in whichever direction the horses desire. The intellect's role is to channelize the spontaneous reaction of the mind in the right direction. So what does the intellect do? Before you say or do anything, ask yourself this question. Is it good or bad? Is it right or wrong? And one more question. Is it temporary or permanent? Is it ephemeral or eternal? If the intellect develops this habit of reminding the individual in that split second that what I am going to utter through my tongue or indulge in my action is fulfilling these criteria, that it is good, it is right, it is for the effort, it is for the eternal cause, then only the senses of action should carry that out. And if it is not, then the intellect should send the signal back to the mind saying that no, this is not acceptable, and hence the senses of action will not carry this out. This is the most difficult practice that we need to indulge in. And this will come with a lot of practice. Abhyasa is the word. How much time did it take for you to learn walking? 1 year. 1 to walk, 2 to talk, right? So you took 1 year to walk, and in that you fell down so many times, right? Your mother gave you a hand, held your hand, and made you walk. Over a period of 1 year, you learn to walk, a habit which is now your natural swabhava, your nature. Talking, it took 2 years to tell simple syllables. Now, you're not ready to shut up for 2 minutes. That much of proficiency you have with your talking. Similarly, it took you 6 years to construct sentences, and it took you 16 years to gain expertise with basic aspects of education. It takes nearly 40 years in the United States of America to be an established doctor, right? That's the kind of time investment we make. 40 years, half of our life just to develop that. Swami said, if for all these worldly things which have to be left behind and gone, you are ready to invest so much of time and indulge in so much practice, you have to practice in the spiritual realm. Practice, practice, practice. Reading practice, writing practice, singing practice, dancing practice, dramatics practice, sports and athletics practice. Spirituality also will come with practice. So Abhyasa is the mantra for spiritual progress, including using the filter of the intellect or buddhi to prevent any of those 4 sins from committed, not only 4 sins of the tongue, but several others of all the organs.